Are you ready to check out the Abu Garcia Promax PMAXSP10 spinning reel? Stay tuned. What's up everybody? Todd Welch here from the Backcountry Trail and High Altitude Brands, and today we're going to open up the Abu Garcia Promax spinning reel. This is the PMAXSP10, and check it out, see what kind of spinning reel it is and what we can expect. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. And also, before we get started, make sure you click down below, click subscribe, then click that little bell to get notified of more awesome reviews just like this one. Let's go. So this is the one that came in the sealed packaging instead of the box. So let's see how difficult this is to open up, because I didn't bring scissors with me today. And looks like it opened up here at the bottom actually. Came right apart for me, which is nice. So let's see if I can just pull that out of there real easy. And not too bad. So the bottom pops out of there pretty easy. You can get that open. You can buy this in a box as well instead of this sealed retail packaging. So first thing here, looks like we have some kind of an instruction sheet. So let's go ahead and open that up. And looks like they taped it here. Come around so you can see that a little bit. So yeah, they taped this with regular tape, and of course I ripped it since it's regular tape, obviously. So let me go ahead and open that up, see what we have there. So it looks like it is just like a parts sheet. So this is a parts sheet that comes in there, and then on the back is what each part is going to be in there. So you can see that I ripped it there a little bit with the hole right there, but kind of nice, so you can see all the parts. So if you wanted to take your spinning reel apart and maybe clean it, something like that, nice to have that to see how all the parts are going in there. Alright, so as far as the reel goes, get this nice and close for you so you can see it. Beautiful colors on this thing. I love the black and the gold. Really nice color combination. A little bit of silver on there as well, which is nice. And it looks like, I'm thinking this is all aluminum. Really nice and sturdy. I can't really, if I reef hard on there, I'm not bending the reel at all. It's just barely moving a little bit at the joints. This guy up here, also not moving, is really sturdy, so that is probably going to be aluminum as well. And the whole body actually feels aluminum on this, including the spool. So that's really nice. It's going to be pretty durable for you, unlike some of the really cheap plastic ones. This reel runs about $50, so it's like your mid-range spinning reel. Appears to be all aluminum, which is really nice. It's going to be nice and strong for you, and just real nice and sturdy. You can see there with the bail. Bail closes real nicely for you if you just start spinning, so that's really nice, so you don't have to be closing that manually all the time. So overall, looks really nice so far. One thing that I like about these is they have the longer shaft on them. So some of the spinning reels that you're going to see are going to have a shorter, wider shaft here for the spool. And with the longer spool, typically you're going to be able to cast farther because you're going to have less resistance as the line comes off. So you're going to be able to cast farther with a reel that has that longer spool like that. Now this guy has the drag on top here, and if we unscrew that, that will bring the spool right off for us, and that's definitely all aluminum. You can see inside there, if you get any dirt or anything in there, that comes off nice and easy, so you can clean it. Pretty typical, like most spinning reels that you're going to see. But nice and easy to do the drag there, as you can see, to tighten it up or loosen it, whatever you want to do. So pretty easy there. Now you can see right now it's going forward and back, but it's got this little lever right at the bottom here, and we can just flip that over, and now we have the instant reverse. So I can't go backwards any longer, but if I flip that back, then I can reel backwards if I'd like. Let's see, so the handle here, it's got a little bit of rubberization on the reel handle here, which is really nice, and I like the ergonomic design, which allows you to kind of grip on it really easy and hold it and spin it. Not a big fan of the EVA foam ones. Some of them are EVA foam for this handle, and for me, I don't really like those, because then if you set this down, gets in a little dirt or something like that, or water, it's going to suck into that EVA foam and you're not going to be able to get it out. But with the rubberization on here, you're not going to have that problem, and also you have decent grip on there as well. Some of the cheaper ones on this handle end here as well are just going to be all plastic, and then if that gets wet or something, you're going to slip off of there a lot easier. So the rubberization is really nice there indeed. You got just a little nut over here on the side, and you can just unscrew that, and that's going to allow the handle to come out. So it's just going to come right out. So if you are left-handed perhaps, you can just put it right into the other side, screw the nut back in there, and you are good to go. I am right-handed though, so let's put that back onto the right-handed side here. Now I just want to see what the weight is on this guy. So I've got my scale here. So that is coming in at 7.1 ounces. So a nice light spinning reel as well. So not going to add a lot of weight to your setup. All right, now another nice thing on the back of the packaging, it has a lot of good detail on here. Now you're going to see that this has a gear ratio of 5.2 to 1. Basically what that means is that you're gonna, when you turn the handle, for every one time that you turn the handle, it's gonna spin the spool 5.2 times. So the higher that gear ratio, the more line that you're gonna be able to reel in per turn. So depending on what kind of fishing you're gonna do, a higher gear ratio is good. Sometimes a lower gear ratio is good. So depending on how quickly you need to reel in that line. And this one is actually pulling in 21 inches per turn of line. So a little bit on the low end, but really nice for some of your basic fishing, like small bass fishing, pan fishing, trout fishing, things like that will work good. Max drag tension is 6.5 pounds. So it can take up to 6.5 pounds of tension. If you tighten that drag on the end here, you tighten this drag all the way down, it's going to take 6.5 pounds of pressure before line starts coming out of there for you. Let's see, so mono capacity for your lines, it's going to take 6 pounds, 110 yards of that, and that is all that is showing on here. Let's see on the actual reel if it says anything else. Yes, it does. So right on here you can see a couple other specifications. 4 pounds you can get 140 yards on there, and 8 pounds you can get 80 yards. So 4, 6, and 8 pound test is what you're going to want to use on this size reel. This is a size 10 or 1000. And so you can get 4 pound, 6 pound, 8 pound is what you're going to preferably use on there. You could even use 2 pound test on here. Probably get away with 10 pound. You're just not going to get a lot of yardage of 10 pound on there. And so that is it. That is the Abu Garcia Promax 10, size 10 spinning reel. Really nice reel. We actually packaged this with our High Altitude Brands telescopic fishing rods. We sell it with this reel and works really good for trout fishing. I use these a lot for trout fishing and things like that, so definitely highly recommend it. If you're interested in getting one of these, I have a link down below in the description. You can click on that. That's an affiliate link. So I will get a small percentage of that sale at no additional cost to you, and it just helps us make more videos like this for you as well. Also, while you're down there, make sure you click on subscribe, click that little bell to get more reminders of video reviews and such like this. Other than that, this is Todd Welch with the High Altitude Brands signing off. Tight lines, everybody.